give me a second to head back to the mat. We're going to do something actually a little bit different to start class today. So we are going to start class in just total silence. I want you to start it laying down or standing up with your hands on your body. And we're going to listen to this song, just about a minute long, and then we'll get into the class. So give me a second to get the right playlist started. So just come meet me on your back with your hands on your body. You can be on your back or standing up, whatever feels most comfortable. And I'll meet you on the mat. So just come meet me lying on your back, hands on the body, and we're just going to breathe into this, listening to this song. Deep breaths.
I'm going to talk to you this evening on the subject of the spectrum of love. We know that from time to time there arise among human beings people who seem to exude love as naturally as the sun gives out heat. We would like to be like that, and by and large, man's religions are attempts to cultivate that same power in ordinary people.
All right, you guys, slowly awaken yourself. Roll those fingers out, those wrists, those toes, because we're going to get started now. So come meet me. We're going to go right into the activation. So you're going to come meet me standing up. And by standing up, you're going to be on all fours. Give me a second. So you're going to come meet me on your knees, standing, whatever. So we're going to do 3 moves, 1 round, 1 minute per move, no rest in between. We're going to start. It'll be a downward dog. So you're going to meet me in a downward dog. And then we're going to go into a nice plank, and you're going to tap one knee in. You're going to tap knee to the elbow and knee that's the opposite elbow. Bring that foot back, taking it back to downward dog, bringing it back to plank. Tap that other knee to that elbow, knee to the opposite elbow, bringing that leg back, and then back into downward dog, really just stretching out those hamstrings, warming up that center and core. And then from here, it is going to be a slow swim lift. So you're going to come meet me on your stomach. You're going to take opposite leg, opposite hand. You're going to elongate everything nice and long. You're going to lift that arm and leg nice and high. And then you're going to slowly lower it down. So don't let gravity just pull you down. You're going to lift it up and then slowly lower it down. And then last but not least, you're going to come onto your back for a dead bug press. So don't let this one just be you moving your legs and moving your arms. Really, stay nice and strong here. So you're going to take those knees into a tabletop, those hands, those palms are going to press real strong into those knees. And you're going to take same arm, same leg. You're going to extend it out nice and long. And then you're going to bring it back in, and you're going to keep pressing those hands into the legs to really activate the core, keeping that lower back glued to the ground. And then halfway through, if we're feeling inclined, we can lift the head and lift those shoulders up. So again, it is a downward dog to a knee plank tap. You're going to tap each knee on each elbow. You're going to tap each elbow to knee, whatever, you know the drill, we'll make it work. And then you're going to do the slow swimming, and then we're going to do that dead bug press. Give me 5 seconds to get the timer moving. We've got 1 minute per move, no rest in between, 10 seconds on the clock to get yourselves ready. So come meet me in that downward dog, getting ready to really stretch out those hamstrings. You have 3, 2, 1. Oops, we're on. So meet me in that downward dog. Bring it into a nice high plank. Take 1 knee to the elbow, 1 knee to the opposite elbow, back into plank, back into downward dog. So do this one at the speed and the pace that feels good for you, that's warming up the body. Charging back in that high plank with those heels pushing back a little bit, keeping that chest nice and open in both the downward dog and in that nice high plank. I'm not moving too fast because this is just our nice little activation warm-up. We have about 20 seconds left, and then we're going to come onto our stomachs for that slow swim. Slow and controlled today, you guys. Deep breaths for just 4, 3, 2, 1. Come down onto your stomachs. You're going to extend those arms nice and long and those legs nice and long. Opposite hand, opposite leg. Lift through the center and then lowering it down. Deep breaths here. Lift through, lower it down. Making sure that chin is not lifting super high. It's going to naturally come up a little bit, but try to keep everything nice and neutral. Keep both hips pressing into the ground. Even when you're lifting, you want to feel those hip bones really sinking in here for only about another 20 seconds. Squeezing those glutes to do the lifting of the bottom half. Using that back to help lift the top half. After this, we flip onto the back for the dead bug press in 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come flipping gently onto the back. Dead bug press. Knees are in tabletop. Arms are going to press into those knees. Hands. So hands to the knees. Same arm, same leg. Extend it out nice and long and bringing it back in. So how are we doing this? What muscles are we using? We're using our chest for our arms. We're using our core to lower those legs. So getting that leg nice and low. Do not lift that lower back. That lower back stays glued. It is peanut butter and jelly to the ground right now. I don't know if that makes any sense, but it sounds like it does. We're about halfway through. If you want to add a little extra spice, when you go to take that arm back, you can lift that head and then lower it back down. You have about 10 seconds left here, making sure those hands are pressing into the knees. They're not just hanging out there for no reason. They're pressing there for just 3, 2, and 1. Woo! All right, you guys, we've got a whole class to get through. It is going to be 4 blocks, 4 moves, 1 minute per move, no rest in between. So we're gonna start with a nice little leg section. I will talk us through every single section during that 1 minute break while you guys can either rest or move around. You can kind of stretch around. You can do some downward dogs, whatever feels good and right for you. So first block is going to be simple squats. So you're just going to squat out all the way back. And then you're going to bring it all the way up, really squeezing those glutes, keeping that core tight. And then from here, it's going to be a 4 sumo squat pulse. So those legs are going to go out nice and wide. You're going to squat low. You're going to give me 4 little pulses. Ooh, I already feel that. And then you're just going to come all the way up to the top. You can do whatever feels good with the hands. Reach them out, prayer pose behind the head, whatever you want to do. And then from here, it is going to be a standing crossbody crunch with a single leg lift. We're going to do 30 seconds on one side, 30 seconds on the other. Hand behind the head, hand on the hip if that's feeling good. You can also take that hand just out to the side, but you're going to give me a nice standing crossbody crunch. So getting that elbow in towards the knee, and then that leg is going to just lift. I don't want you to go all the way high up here. I just want you to do a nice little small lift, really using that core. So again, crossbody crunch. Nice little standing leg lift, and then we're going to switch to the other side. Last but not least will be an alternating diagonal lunge with a forward arm reach. For so many words. So you're just going to come, get yourself nice and center. You're going to pivot from that standing foot. So you're going to give yourself a nice little alternating diagonal lateral lunge, and then you can reach those arms forward when you go for that lunge. Then you're going to bring it back, and then you're going to switch legs, alternating diagonal lateral lunge to the other side with those forward arms, keeping those shoulders rolled back, chest nice and proud. You guys got 4 minutes of this, and then we're going to have 1 minute of rest. So I will walk you through the whole darn thing. You have about 10 seconds just for some simple squats. So getting those feet underneath those hips, maybe a little bit further apart. You're going to keep those shoulders rolled back nice and strong. You have 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Squats. All the way back, all the way forward. Deep breaths. So these squats are just to help you get kind of warmed up. Not too crazy to start. Again, though, slow and controlled. There's no speed to these. When you're squatting down, press those knees out ever so slightly. When you're coming up, squeeze that core to help get you nice and strong. Those hands, they can help you push up just a little bit, but by squeezing those biceps to do so. Guys, You're here. You made it. You're good. I'm good. You have 15 seconds left. Then we're going to go into those 4 sumo squat pulses in 4, 3, 3, 2, and 1. Take those legs out nice and wide. Let's go. Give me 4 sumo squat pulses, nice and low in the center. Holy moly. Oh, yeah. I'm feeling this one already. Pressing those inner thighs out, getting nice and low in that pulse. You're just lifting about an inch or so. Oh, yeah. Every time you're going down, you're praying to whatever it is that you're believing in. You're going, please, make this stop. But it'll stop soon enough. Don't worry, time will move on. You will evolve, you will grow, you will change. Deep breaths. About 20 seconds left. After this, it'll be that standing crossbody crunch with a single leg lift. Get a little lower, come on. It's not about me. Definitely not about me. It's all about you. You only have another 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stand it up. Let's do that standing crossbody crunch. Hand behind the head, hand on the other hip. Take that leg out nice and long. Crunch it across. Nice little standing leg lift. So making sure that you're staying nice and strong through the center of the body. And you're just lifting that leg as high as you comfortably can. Really squeezing those glutes. For just another 4, 3, we're gonna just switch sides in 2, and 1. Little quick switch, other side now. Standing crossbody crunch. You might lose a little balance, and that's okay. Because we're only human. I know. Haven't gotten to that avatar status quite yet. 15 seconds, maybe by the time that 4th or 5th one comes out, who knows, maybe we'll have that status. You have 10 seconds, bring in that core just a little bit. Whew. Relax those shoulders, relax that jaw for just 3, 2, alternating diagonal lateral lunge with forward reach. So come meet me in the center. You're gonna take a nice little alternating diagonal lateral lunge, reach those arms forward and bring it back. Yeah, lots of words there. If that forward reach is not for you and it's too distracting, you can just keep those arms right in front of you. I just saw my back for the first time today. I got some cupping done yesterday. Holy moly. Lots of toxins going through me, it seems like. About 30 seconds. All right. Slow it down just a little bit. There's no rush here. After this, you have a whole minute break. And then we're moving into a little bit of glute work. 20 seconds. This one is definitely one of my harder ones. It's that alternating lateral movement that kind of tricks our brain. We're not used to moving this way. You only have another 4, 3, 2, and 1. 1 minute of rest, shake it out. You can stretch, do something, whatever you feel good with, but you get a whole minute to rest. You're gonna come meet me on all 4s in about a minute. We're gonna do glutes. It'll be 30 seconds per move, all on one side, then all on the other. So you're just gonna give me 2 donkey kicks, and then you're gonna lift up that 3rd into 4 pulses. So it'll be 2 donkey kicks to 4 pulses. And then from here, you're gonna give me a side leg kick. You're gonna tap that toe down to the ground. You're gonna lift that leg, tap that toe back down, and then you're gonna bring it in. So a side kick, tap it down, lift, lower, bring it back in. Last 2 moves, it's gonna be 5 fire hydrant pulses. Oh, I know, because you're gonna pulse it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then close it on down. Last but not least, coming onto those forearms, a crossover leg extension. So you're gonna take that leg up nice and high, cross that knee behind the knee, extend it long, bring it back. You only have 4 seconds to come meet me in that donkey kick. I will explain it all as we go. You have 3, 2, 1. Guys, we are on already. I know. So give me 2 donkey kicks to 4 pulses. Keeping that core nice and strong, a slight little bend in the elbows. Palms are nice and wide. Jaws relaxed. 2 by 4. After this, you're gonna give me that side kick with that little extension lift in about 4, 3, 2, 2, and 1. So you're gonna kick that leg to the side, touch that toe to the ground, lift that leg up, and then bring it back in. This one is not easy, but you're just doing the best that you can. You have 15 seconds, and then we're bringing it in for that fire hydrant extension, 5 of those. No, fire hydrant pulse, 5 of those in 3, and 1. Oh, you guys, 5 fire hydrant extension pulses. Making sure to keep those hips as square as you can. Just because you're lifting that leg up high, maybe you're not lifting it as high as you think you should. A little bit lower, just to keep those hips squared. You have about 10 seconds left. 5 little pulses, squeezing those glutes. Whew. You have 4. Next up is those crossover extensions. You're gonna come down onto your forearms in 3, 2, 1. Come down onto those forearms. Extend that leg out nice and long behind you. Cross that knee behind the knee. Extend it out long again. Have the knee kiss the knee on the side. Keep that collarbone nice and open. I'm sweating already. I know you're just like, but we didn't do any cardio. Trust me, you're really deepening into those muscles. You're gonna feel it. You have another 3. We're gonna switch sides in 2 and 1. Come back up onto those hands. Other side, give me 2 donkey kicks into 4 pulses. Nice flat back. Don't let those thoughts consume you. Don't let those worries take over. Let the music guide you. Let the motions move you. Feel good. You have 3, 2, and 1. I need to make a little space, flipping my side. So it's that side kick, the lower, the lift, and then bringing it back in. So kick it out nice to the side, lower that leg, lift that leg, and then bring it back in. Oh yeah, you're gonna feel this one tomorrow. You're welcome. You have 10 seconds left here. And then we're gonna do those 5 fire hydrant extension pulses in just 4, 3, 2, and 1. I'm flipping it back because I like to. So 5 fire hydrant extension pulses. No extensions, just 5 fire hydrant pulses. Whew, so many words today. All right, you guys, we're almost there. I hope you heard that crack. Welcome to aging. It's a good thing. We have 4, 3, going into that crossover extension in 2, 1, coming down into those forearms. Send that leg nice and high behind you. Cross that knee behind the knee. Extend it out nice and long. And bring that knee to meet the other knee. Deep breaths here. You got this. You might not think you got this. There might be moments when you're like, I'm struggling. But guess what? You're at least doing it. You have 3, 2, 1. Whoo, shake it out. Push out those glutes, tap them out, whatever feels good. We're gonna go onto our back for a little core series. So you're gonna come meet me on your back. You have a little bit of time still left. We're going into a 3, 2, 1 crunch. So that means a tiny little crunch. You're gonna lift through the center for a medium crunch, all the way up, really lifting those shoulders for a big crunch, and then back down. That's your 3, 2, 1 crunch. Then from here, you're gonna sit it up for a Russian twist. So you're gonna sit it up, you're gonna lean it back to about a 45-ish degree angle, or you can sit up, whatever feels better for you. But I want you to take it and twist it side to side, really getting into those obliques and really staying strong in there. Then from here, you're gonna extend those legs out long to a nice little V kind of position. So those toes are gonna be towards the ends of your mat. You're gonna take those arms in front of you, and then you're gonna take one arm behind you, go to reach for the opposite toe, bring it back, switch arms, go to reach for the opposite toe, and then last but not least is a side plank crunch with an extension. So side plank, you're just gonna crunch it, extend it. You have 3, 2, darn it, 1. 3, 2, 1 crunch, guys. That went so fast. Don't worry, we'll walk through it together. 3, 2, 1 crunch. We are on. So those hands are behind the head, elbows are away from the face. Deep breaths. Keeping that lower back glued to the ground, those feet really digging in. And that last crunch, really work to get that chest up. Keep that chin away from the chest. This is your time to work on the center of the body. After this, it's arms. Then we have a little ladder finisher, something we haven't done in a minute. You have about 20 seconds left. Deep breaths. Give me 10 seconds. Then we're just gonna sit it up for the Russian twist. In 4, 3, 2, and run. 1. Sitting it up for the Russian twist. So you're gonna sit up, lean it back a little bit, and you're just gonna twist it side to side. Really wringing out the center of that core. Keeping that chest open. Pop that chest up just a little bit. And when I say pop that chest up, I don't mean lift the body. I literally mean feel a little pop in that chest. So just lift as almost someone has like a little string and they're just going, whoop, just a tiny lift. Maybe lean back a little further, still with that pop chest. You only have about less than halfway to go. Then from here, we're gonna extend those legs out long for that seated V-leg reach. Ooh, yep, you're a rag and you're just wringing it out. 10 seconds. Deep breaths. Deep breaths, minimal thoughts. You have 3, 2, 1. Sitting it up, extending those legs long, taking one arm out in front of you, one arm behind you. Go to reach for that opposite toe with that opposite hand, and then switch those arms out, and then go to reach, and then switch those arms out. So those arms are gonna be nice and long. That back is gonna be nice and flat. And you're just gonna do a little subtle movement here. I want this one to be a little bit of a stretch as well as some core work. Because after this, we're going to that side plank extension crunch. I know I didn't have a good time to explain that, but hopefully we'll all catch on. You have about 20 seconds here. Keep that core tight. And by keeping that core in tight, not about in the fat, it's not about pulling that skin in towards you. It's simply just keeping the core in tight. You have 4, 3, we're gonna side plank extension crunch, in 2, and 1. Pick one side, come down onto one knee, have one hand on the ground, extend the arm out nice and long. You're gonna extend that, or bring that knee to meet the elbow, and a nice full body extension here. Slow and steady on this one. I have my knee on the ground. You don't have to, you can have a full plank extension, whatever is feeling good for you. You have 10 seconds left on this side, and we're already flipping it to the other side. In 4, 3, 2, and 1. Little flip, other side now. So you're gonna extend that arm and leg nice and long, bring that elbow in to meet the knee, and then extend it out long. Really enjoy that stretch there. Deep breaths. Ooh, my neighbors are having a little tap dance competition, it sounds like. You have about 10 seconds left. Then you have a minute break, a little bit of arm work in 4, 3, 2, and 1. Shake it out. So this one's gonna be a little different. Try it with me. So you're gonna come into a kneeling position. You're gonna extend one leg up. You're gonna go into a push-up. So you're gonna push it down with those triceps, bring it up, and then you're gonna switch legs. So you're gonna extend one leg nice and long, do a little push-up on your knees, or knee, singular, and then you're just gonna alternate there. And then from here, you're gonna lift it up. You're gonna go into a little bit of a forward bend, tricep kick back, taking those palms behind you, just kicking those arms back. Then you're gonna reach those arms forward, little forward arm reach pulse with the shoulders rolled back. Then a breaststroke. So you're gonna swim those arms ahead of you, and then swim it all the way behind you, and then swim back forward. And then, surprise, one more to finish, a roof raiser. You're gonna extend those arms out nice and long, and you're just gonna raise the roof about an inch or so up and down. So getting ready for that kneeling push-up, single leg lift in 4, 3, 2, and 1. So lift one leg out behind you, bring it in down to a push-up, and then switch the leg. Keeping that core nice and tight, elbows tracking back. That leg is nice and long, lifting behind you. This one, trust me, is not easy. Push-ups of any kind. Sometimes you're just like, oh, but I'm on my knees. Trust me, it's still a challenge. So don't underestimate the power of any kind of push-up. Don't underestimate the power of any kind of movement. So often you're just like, but I'm not doing a Barry's boot camp. I'm not an Orange Theory. I'm not running a 6-minute mile. Put that all aside and do what feels right and good for you, because that's what's going to keep you doing what you need to do. You only have 3, 2, and 1. Come lift it up. Bend a little in that core. Tricep kickbacks. Deep breaths. Collarbone is open. Jaws relaxed. Maybe those eyes are closed. Deep breaths. Don't just bend and extend those arms. Really thinking about, ooh, okay. I'm feeling my triceps, my biceps as I curl up. You're about halfway to go. Breathe into the muscles. Breathe in through the nose, out through the nose. But breathe into those muscles. Where are you moving? You have about 7 seconds left. After this, it's going to be that forward arm reach pulse. In 4, 3, 2, and 1. Reach those arms forward. Keep those shoulders rolled back. Little pulses of those arms like you're squeezing a basketball in front of you. If you're on your knees like I am, you can be standing or you can be sitting, whatever feels right. Making sure there's just a slight tuck of the pelvic bone underneath you, so you're feeling like you're nice and aligned here. Shoulders are down the spine and rolled back away from the ears. And those arms are pulsing. And they're pulsing because of the squeeze here. You're about halfway there. You have 2 more moves after this. We got a little finisher, and we're out of here. So stay with me, stay with you. About 20 seconds left here. We're gonna go into a breaststroke next, so we're gonna go for a nice little swim in 10 seconds. In 4, let's go for a swim. In 3, 2, and 1. Let's go for a swim. Take those arms in front of you, swim those arms behind you, and then reach it back forward. So I'm gonna go quiet in this one. And the reason is because I want us to think about, where do you want to go swimming next? I'll tell you actually, I know I said I'm gonna go quiet, but I'm gonna tell you anyways. I had a little dream about being in Miami the other day. I was doing a little ocean meditation a few days ago, and it was saying, you know, you're floating in the water and it's warm. I'm like, damn, Miami warm water sounds kind of good. 20 seconds. After this, you have that little bonus arm section with a little roof raiser. You're almost there. Keep reaching. For just 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sit up a little bit straighter. Take those palms out to the sides. Lift them up towards the sky. Tiny little roof raisers. Squeeze those biceps. Keep those shoulders rolled back. Deep breaths. After this, all you have is 3 minutes left. You're gonna do each little section for 1:30. You're gonna do as many reps as you can. You're gonna build them up. It's gonna be nice, simple, short, and sweet. Because that is what I like to think the TheSecret.LA workouts are. Nice, simple, short, and sweet. 25 seconds. So squeeze those arms just a little bit more. Raise the roof here. Big party scene, I know. Speaking of parties, if you live in LA, I'm throwing one next week. So hope to see you there, maybe, maybe not. 10 seconds. Don't worry, we will be doing lots of more movements. In 4, 3, 2, and 1. Shake it out. So let's get through this quick. You have 3 moves, 2 rounds. It'll be 1 minute and 30 seconds for each little block. You're gonna do each move once, and then you're gonna add on. So we're gonna start. I'm gonna have myself facing the side the whole time. You're gonna take those arms behind the head. It's gonna be a good morning. So you're just gonna squeeze back into a nice little forward fold, but you're gonna stay nice and flat, 90-degree angle. Then you're gonna lift it on back up. That is one. Then you're gonna give me reverse lunge, one on each leg. So you're gonna give me a reverse lunge back, and then a reverse lunge back. And then last but not least, a flow burpee. You're gonna flow those arms all the way up high to the sky, bring them out from underneath you. You can hop, step, or jump it out. You can do a push-up, or you can take that out and then you come back up, flow those arms up, bring it back behind the head. Then you're gonna give me 2 good mornings, and then 4 reverse lunges, technically 2 per leg, and then flow burpee. So you're just gonna add on every single time for up to 1:30, and then we're gonna do that all over again. So give me a second to get that timer going. You have 10 seconds to get yourselves ready. Facing the side of your mat, the short side, not the long side. Take those arms behind the head. You're gonna hinge at those hips for a good morning in 3, 2, ladder it up. Let's go. So hinge at the hips, sending those hips back, keeping that core in tight, bringing it all the way back up. And then from here, you're gonna give me reverse lunge. 1, oops, shit, I'm falling. 1 reverse lunge per leg, and then a flow burpee. Lift those arms up above you, take them underneath you, hop, step, jump that burpee out. You can take that push up on your knees, on your feet, no push up, and then you hop it back, and then do that all over again, but 2 of each. And you're just gonna ladder this up at your own speed, your own pace. Those reverse lunges, guys, killing me today. And for me today, the ladder is not necessarily about getting so many reps in, it's just about doing the best you can. Keep going. You only have about 30 seconds left. We're gonna do just a few more here. Don't forget to stay nice and strong. And feel good on the brain, feel good on the body. 15. I think that was enough. And if it wasn't, I did my best. You have 3, 2, 1, but wait, we gotta take it the other way. So we're gonna start at whatever number you just ended at. Even if you were halfway through a round, start at that round. So you have 10 seconds to come meet me back up at the top. You're gonna start from that highest number that you just ended with, and you're gonna ladder it down. You have 3, 2, 1, let's go. Starting with those good mornings, with as many as you ended with in the last round. For me, that was only 3. And that's okay. I shouldn't say only 3. I should be proud of whatever number it is that I was at, because I was doing it. Stay with you, stay with me. I don't know if my playlist was long enough today, so I'm not exactly sure what is playing right now, but that's okay. You have about 40 seconds left. Oops, did too many good mornings there. You're almost there. Stay with it. About 20 more seconds left. And if you finish early, good for you. You have 15. Give me 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Done. Yay, we did it. So, you know the drill. A quick photo. In 5, 4, 3, and 2, and 1. Guys, it's an honor and a pleasure. Thank you all for joining. Binta, tell me your Instagram handle if you don't mind. So I always like to tag everyone. I know all the rest of you. You guys have been here before. And thank you so much for joining. It is an honor. Oh, Baking with Bean. Oh my God, I know your name. Wonderful. Thank you for joining. I will see you guys soon. Bye, everyone.